Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tales and Tales Summer Reading 2021, brought to you by the Perry County Public Library and me, Miss Jessie Chandler, the Children's Youth Services Librarian. How are you today? That's wonderful. I thought that we can make a totally cool, no-sew snake stuffy. Hiss, 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 hiss. This is our snake stuffy. Her name is Stella. She's awfully cute. And we make this with hot glue. So we are going to talk about how to do that today. So our no-sew pet snake, we need a knee-high sock. I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. I know this isn't the best time of year to find these, but I did find a pair. They're not really decorative, but I thought, it works for our project. So this is one of the tall socks. This goes up to your knee. We need some pillow stuffing. This is fiberfill, and a little bit goes a long way. You pull it out by pieces. You need scissors, which use these with adult supervision. We got a few things we've got to use with adult supervision today. We are going to need a glue gun, and that is a hot glue gun. Or if you have liquid stitch, that may work. I'm not positive. I've not done that yet. We need some googly eyes. This is the googly eye I have. It's green. Some felt shapes, which felt is relatively inexpensive. You can get a sheet of felt for probably about 25 cents to 50 cents. I know no more than $1. And I've already cut out shapes. I did these shapes. I did 2 of these. We'll need felt for the tongue. And I took that from the same piece. It was just a little piece. And I got this idea from www.cbc.ca/parent/play/view/no-sew sock snake stuffies. I found it on Pinterest. Now, to get started, we are going to lay our sock so that the toe seam is flat across the front. Mine happens to have like a label on there. It says Dr. Soul, so I know that's the front. And then on the back, what I'm going to do is tuck in a little bit of fabric. And this is going to be my mouth. See, I've got the tongue stuck up there. We've got that. It looks like a little mouth. And that's when we're going to use our hot glue. And we're going to be very, very careful because Miss Jessie tends to burn herself with hot glue. So we're going to apply glue to our thing. And we are going to use, if we've got it, a tongue depressor or a pencil or a marker, the butt end of it. And we are going to press this because this is going to take some of the heat away from our fingers. So we've got that. Next, we're going to go down to where the heel is at. So on the back, we're going to tuck that heel in. And it's tucked just like that. It will go straight in. And you can just glue this just like we did the mouth. And we're going to do this all the way across. So this is the back of our sock. So you can see where we have the tongue sticking out. We press that in. We've got like that. And then we tucked that little bit of fabric in. And we glued this across. Now, I like to do my eyes last because I like to see how like the fluff and stuff is going to look in this. So we're going to wait on doing the eye parts. But this is what it should like. That's my front because I did have a brand name on my front. And that's what it's going to look like underneath. That's my tongue. And then I've got my little body glued together right there. And please be very careful with the hot glue gun because Miss Jessie did burn her finger and it hurt. So we want to use this with adult supervision. Step 3. If desired, you can flip the sock over and then you can tuck the heel to make it flat, which is something that we have already done. Next, you can do to attach your eyes, which you can do that right now. I'm waiting to the end. That's my preference. So don't worry about that. But if you want to go ahead and glue your eyes to your felt, though, that's another thing. Like I did, like starburst shape. And so what I'm going to do is if I got my starburst shape and I'm holding the edge because, like I said, hot glue is very hot. And I'm putting a dollop of glue right in the center. And I'm going to put my green googly eye on there. Remember, this is warm. It is the hot glue gun, so it is definitely going to be hot. And I'm going to do this with my second one. I'm going to by the edge. We want to be very careful. Hot glue gun. Because my finger is throbbing a little bit. Whoop. Don't worry, get little strings of glue. You can always pull those off when they get cool. So we've got that done. Now we're going to start stuffing our snake. Now this is the part that's going to take the longest. So this fiber feel, it's fluff. It's fluff and stuff. So I'm just going to take a handful and I'm going to press it all the way in. And I like to put a little bit extra toward the head of my snake because the snake's head is one of the bigger parts of its body. And then you can see if you need to re-glue any part. It looks like I need to glue a little part of mine. So this is the reason why we do this. We go through, we can tuck, we can see what it looks like. I'm going to put a little extra dot of glue in there. Then I'm going to glue that up. I'm going to hold that for a second so it'll stay. And I can even glue this over onto the tongue part. Make sure my snake's tongue is good and out there. There we go. I've got the little head. I can spread that out. Now I'm going to get some more fluff. And you see me pulling it apart because that just makes it even fluffier. It takes a little bit, makes it go a little bit farther. See, we're getting our snake body going. Stuff that down in there. And you can roll your snake around as you go. Try to even out your fluff. Almost like how you make a noodle when you've got Play-Doh. You grab a hold of it and you do this. Roll it back and forth in our hands. That's what we're going to do. Let me put one more thing of fluff in there before we get to our final step. So I've got my fluff. Okay. Next, we are going to make our tail. Now, I'm going to lay it flat to where, just like when we started, toe a side up, and I've got this side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a triangle point. See one side, and then I'm going to start from the other. Whoop. And now we have a point. And what we're going to do is we're going to glue one side closed and most of the other side closed. So this is also a good chance to use your stick or pencil or pen or whatever you're using to help lay it flat. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put my one side together. I'm going to lay this flat. I'm going to lay it flat, flatten it out. And you can always go back. If you see there's little spots that need to be closed, you can always go back and re-glue it. Like I see a spot on the back, I'm going to add a little bit of glue. Okay. And because the way my socks are made, they were a 2-layer at the top, so I'm going to try to glue that top layers together so it's more of a point. And this is something you all can always go back and you can re-glue, you can trim up. It's however you want to do it. So there's the point on mine. And I've got a hole on this side. And that's because you can stuff a little bit more stuffing in there. I have enough in there, so I don't have to worry about that. But if you need to put more stuff in, you can put more stuffing in your little hole. Then we can go back and add glue to the edge. All the way up to the edge. That's our seam. Using this, I'm going to press this flat down. So it all glues together. I'm going to hold that for just a second till it cools off a little bit. So I can do this. Look, I got a little slippy tail. It curls. My tail curls. And I'm just going to roll my sock. I'm going to roll that stuff. Now I'm going to add my eyes. So what I'm going to do is, because I have a name brand on the front of mine, I'm going to try to cover up that name brand. So I've got one eye. And now I'm going to have two eyes. And I have my stuffy snake. And everybody's stuffy snake looks different. And we can always stretch our stuffy snake. Flatten its head out if we want more of its head to be bigger. And that is our sock stuffy snake. So please be careful. Use adult supervision when you're using scissors and the hot glue gun, because like I said, it is very, very hot. I hope that you guys enjoyed making this today. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed making our stuffy snakes. This is going to be Stella's sister. I don't know what to name her yet. We're going to have to come up with a name. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day.